Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to COD Central TV. Here are Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War all post-launch weapon additions. Number 11, R1 Shadowhunter. Not really a viable weapon to be used in multiplayer or Warzone. The Shadowhunter is a crossbow that players have come to expect from the series at this point. The reload time and handling make it extremely difficult to use for most players, as has been the case with most of the crossbows featured in COD. Once players do get the hang of it, the weapon can be a blast to use, but it is still only really used for style points rather than actually trying to win. Number 11, Ballistic Knife. Just like the R1 Shadowhunter, the Ballistic Knife operates as more of a novelty weapon for seasoned players to fool around with than anything else. It does have some redeeming value as a melee weapon that can also operate from a distance in a pinch. Missing one single shot will likely result in the user's death. A classic weapon for sure, but still as ineffective as ever. Number 9, Carve .2. Effective in some situations and utterly abysmal in others, the Carve .2 is a very polarizing weapon for a reason. For fans of burst fire assault rifles, the Carve .2 is a solid option in medium and long range engagements. The burst fire element does make it very one-dimensional, as there are very few things this weapon does that other weapons don't do better. Still, the right playstyle and map can allow for the weapon to shine, sometimes anyways. Number 8, Groza. As the game evolves, the Groza has become one of the most versatile and dependable weapon additions to the game, providing the mobility and speed of an SMG with a slightly greater range and stopping power that makes it possible to take out enemies from a distance. Despite not doing anything particularly well, the gun doesn't have too many drawbacks either. Number 7, ZRG 20mm. The gun is slightly heavier and thus slower to use than the Swiss K31, making it somewhat difficult for players that prefer quickscoping. However, it still is a menace on long-range maps and a viable weapon in Warzone for those that prefer the comfort of a long-range weapon while roaming around Verdansk. Number 6, FARA 83. Another weapon that falls into the category of decent, the FARA 83 can be quite deadly in the right situation. A heavier and more powerful assault rifle than most, the FARA is still one of the best medium to long-range weapons in the game as of now. However, its low mobility and hip-fire accuracy make it difficult to use at close range and will likely get beaten by most other assault rifles in the situation. Number 5, MAC-10. Suffering the same fate as many of the post-launch weapons, the MAC-10 was a favorite amongst players when it first released before slowly falling out of popularity after the gun was nerfed several times. Although there are definitely more effective SMGs in the game now, the MAC-10 is still a solid choice, and its insanely high mobility makes it perfect for players that like to move around the map quickly. Number 4, LC-10. In a game dominated by SMGs, the LC-10 manages to stand out amongst the rest. With high mobility, high damage, and fantastic accuracy, there are a few things to not like about this gun. Many players noticed this too, as the gun became extremely popular after its release in Season 2. Unfortunately, it might have been a little too popular, as the gun was eventually nerfed, but it's still a force to be reckoned with. Number 3, PPSH-41. This isn't the first time that an iteration of the PPSH has been featured in Call of Duty, as the gun has made appearances in the franchise as far back as Call of Duty 2. However, this is arguably the strongest and most viable version of the gun in some time. Its signature high fire rate can be frustrating to play against, but insanely fun in the hands of the right player. Although it won't be winning any range contests, the high fire rate and large magazine size make it extremely deadly on smaller maps. Number 2, Street Sweeper. Shotguns have had a complicated past in COD, from their days as intensely powerful secondary weapons in MW2 to largely lackluster primary weapons in subsequent games to nearly useless in COD Zombies. It's rare for a shotgun to be a viable option in Call of Duty, but the Street Sweeper is exactly what players want out of a shotgun. No weapon can clear a small space faster, as a high damage and insane fire rate make the gun an absolute beast in close quarter situations. Number 1, Swiss K31. Despite having the damage and accuracy that players would expect from a bolt-action sniper rifle in COD at this point, the aim-down sight time of the K31 makes it an absolute beast in any game mode. Even on small maps, the sniper rifle is highly effective in the right hands and makes for an extremely fun weapon for those with an affinity for quickscoping. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.